So this week has been awesome. Well, I mean, I guess there's aspects of it that weren't, but this week, on Monday, was the last day of classes, Tuesday was a reading day, Wednesday and Thursday were finals days, and today's Friday. But Monday was the last day of classes, and we had this huge presentation in one of my classes, and that was bad. Well, I mean, it wasn't bad. We got a decent grade on it, but it was just so painful to go through. We had a presentation and like an 8-page paper and a final paper and a memo due. This is all for one class. It was all due on that day. And so actually after Monday it was just like, woo! I'm done! No more papers! And that was really nice. And then Tuesday was a reading day, and actually Tuesday I hung out at home a lot, and then my dad drove up, and we went to a World Cup qualifier at the Rio Tinto Stadium in Sandy, Utah, and we got to see the U.S. play Honduras, and that was pretty sweet. I love soccer so much, so it was really awesome to go. I took a final, and then I went to dinner with my family to celebrate some birthdays, like my cousin and my aunt, and that was fun. I got some good food. We went to a Thai restaurant. And then Thursday I took my last final, and I was done. But also, on Tuesday I was like, oh, I need to be more productive. So I decided to apply for a couple of jobs on campus because I just don't want to work at the bounce house place. I mean, it's great and everything, but I'm going to be working with 16 and 17-year-old boys all summer if I do that. And Daniel, but he's basically a 17-year-old boy. And I just don't feel like I fit in at that job very well. It's fun sometimes, and then it's not fun sometimes. And the not fun sometimes is the fact that I never know when I'm going to work until 12 hours before, and it's just really hard manual labor. So I decided to apply for a couple of other jobs on campus. I applied to 2 jobs. I got an email for one of the jobs that night, so I emailed back and set up an interview because they wanted to interview me on Thursday. And then I got a call on Wednesday, and it was for the other job that I'd applied to, and they said, hey, we want to interview you on Thursday. So I was like, sweet, 2 interviews on Thursday. I'm bound to get at least one job. So I went to the first interview. It was for a security officer for the Stadium of Fire and the football games this year, and they basically hired me on the spot. I'm pretty sure they just need people to work the Stadium of Fire, and I said, sure. I will be here on the 4th of July. So they're like, good, you're hired. And I was like, sweet, because it's a decently paid job. It's a security job. And security jobs pay the best on campus. Then I did some studying for a while, and then I went and took my second interview. And that one, I mean, I didn't feel like I did spectacularly on it, but I did do decently on it. Like, I didn't feel like I failed completely. And he said, okay, well, you know, I'll call you either tomorrow, today or tomorrow, let you know. So I was like, okay, and I was like, I don't know if I'm going to get this job. If I don't, I'm just going to have to apply other places. I have a few other places in mind, but, you know, it'd be nice since they already interviewed me to just hire me. And I got a call this afternoon. And they said, hey, so we talked it over because he had a couple of his lead students in as well, and we're going to offer you the job. So this week included finishing classes, finishing finals, going to a soccer match, and getting hired at 2 jobs. I feel like I'm on fire right now because I'm going to be working 40 hours a week and basically making bank because I need to before school starts. But yeah. That is this amazing week, and I can't wait for next week. Oh! Before I end, so this morning, actually, I went around Provo with my boyfriend. We just had fun exploring Center Street, and we found all these pawn shops and this thrift shop and this taco stand, the Taco Poblano. I don't know what Poblano is, or Blue Poblano, yeah. I still don't know what Poblano means, but it was really good food. Kind of expensive, but really good food. And then we went to Encore Thrift. It's this really awesome place. I suggest everyone go to it. And I bought some records. So, without further ado, I bought, if you can see it, Huey Lewis and the News. And I bought a Barbra Streisand, the Broadway album, and they were like legit records, so now all I need is a record player and I can start playing them. But I don't know, it's been a really good week, and I'm excited that I have 2 jobs, and that I'm done with finals, and that I have records. So, yeah.